What's up, y'all? It is now day 3. That's the first night I was home alone. And the second time that I've gotten up out of the bed. I had to use the bathroom, but I got pads underneath me because y'all, I have been, not gonna lie, getting out this bed this first 2 nights it was a no-go. I even fell on the floor the first night, yeah, because this is actually technically the third night. Huh? First night, second night. Well, actually, this is the second night. So, wow. Thought it was the third, but anyway. 11-4, 11-5, 5, 11, 6. Well, whatever, yeah. Anywho, I had to get out of bed on my own, which was so painful, but I did it. The weights around my legs, the compression things fell down. Oh, God. I was like, oh, I'm going to walk with him like that. I had to get my walker. I got my walker, and I walked to the kitchen to heat up me some food because I'm taking Oxycontin for the pain. And it is real. You definitely need some pain medicine now. My friend told me that when she takes pain medicine, but she didn't make the emphasis that I would need it. I did. It took me a minute to come on here with y'all. I done took my pain medication. And he didn't want to heat me up some food. So I got to stand up for a few minutes because the last 2 days I've been lightheaded like crazy. But it's probably because I haven't been really eating. I just don't want to. But I had to tonight to take that pain medication. So I actually stood up at the microwave I pre-prepped, y'all know, my food. So I had to go and heat up the food and standing at that microwave. I was like, okay, it's okay. No lightheadedness. Got my food, came back. Y'all hear that buzzing? That's my leg compressions, which are good. But I want to talk to y'all about a couple of issues that no one I've seen had that I want to talk to y'all about. So the doctor said to take a aspirin, beer aspirin, the kid version. I think it's 81 aspirin to keep you from clotting and thin your blood. So I did that. I've been doing that every day, and I'm not supposed to take aspirin because I have ulcers. But I've still been following his instructions, so even though I didn't let him know that, but he does know I have a hernia. But anyway, Dr. Parks is an amazing doctor. He actually gives you his real cell phone, and he answers it. My issue was I had one of my drains. Let me show y'all. So I keep my drains in my pocket because they get tangled everywhere. So I'm getting it out of my pocket. It's my left drain. And as y'all can see, all those blood clots in there scared the living bejesus out of me because it's only coming off this left side one. Let me show you the right one. On the right side of drain. I got a heating pad on my stomach, y'all. That thing helps for tremendous because these, I'm sitting on the drain, y'all. Oh Lord, I didn't mean to do that. The cord so long, so I'm sitting on it. But you'll know because you pull that sucker, those stitches in it will definitely pull you back. And here's my other drain. As you can see, there's no blood clots in that one. And I'm still, day 3, I'm still full blood mass. Full blood, so I think I got a long way to go, and I'm still very swollen. But I did put on my faja today. Well, yesterday, last night. And it hurts like, anyway. But I called my surgeon, Dr. Parks, cell phone. I was expecting to get an answer machine or somebody else, but it was actually him. I asked him, how you doing? You know, great. I'm telling you, this man is so good. But I asked him, I was straight to, I got blood clots in the tube, and they can't, when I'm dumping, they won't come out. They're so huge. He said, no, that's normal. That's fine. When you come in Monday, we'll take a look at them. You know, probably get them, sip them out of there for you. If not, then they can just stay in there till the drains come out here. As long as they're out of you. And I was like, why? He said, and I also have a video. I can text you the video. Would it be okay to use this number? I'm like, yeah. Text you a video on just the proper way to drain them. Or you can come into the office. I'm here right now, and one of my nurse aides can show you. But I live in the Atlantic Beach, and he is in Clay County, which is Fleming Island. It's an hour and 40, about an hour and 30 minutes away from him. Not. Send me the video. And he did immediately. When he hung up the phone, he sent me the video. I watched it. Got a lot more clarity on a lot more things. So he is just like the best to y'all. And before I went in, I told him, I said, I'm heavy on social media, and only on your page, him and a Dr. Badeco are in the office together. But he's a lot younger, no offense. But his TikToks and everywhere of him. But my Dr. Parks is an older guy, I guess. That's why he's not doing it. He's not on TikTok. He's not on anything. He got one video on the pendectomy. So I told him, I said, you need more videos. You know, you need more videos. He was like, So that let me know he ain't with it. But anyway, I'm going to hype him up. Hey, you got to hype your bestie up. Oh, anyway, that's how I feel about Dr. Parks. He is amazing. Amazing. And I haven't seen my scars or anything, but I have a friend that he did, and I mean, she looked phenomenal when she had her surgery. I mean, her scar, but she told me by day 3, you'll be up and moving. And I was like, hey, I felt yesterday, everything. I wasn't planning on getting up and moving today, but this was my first night alone, so I had to get up and take care of me. Because who's going to take care of you better than you going to take care of you? Right. But I did bring you little snacky knackies to put up here because I do not want to be caught slipping again without my something to eat when it's time to take that medicine, because you can't take it on empty stomach. I did that and was sick, let's see, oh, llama. But what else did I want to tell you? Oh, that was just such a painful experience. I know I sound all right now, y'all. When I tell you an hour ago, I felt life had ended. It was so painful. And I know y'all seem like, oh, she told all this different, because you need to know the negative. I hear all the good positives, but it'd be a week later, 2 weeks later, you know, they done went through hell. And I want you to know every step of the way, because that's what kept me nervous. Both of my drains are stitched to my side, which they typically put a stitch in it so it don't move. So those stitches are, I think that's the most adverse experience. And my friend said that. She said the drains were the worst part of it. And I'm like, they are. But I know, because I've had so many surgeries, that I put my drains in my pockets. I told y'all on the first live that I got all my nightgowns have pockets on them. That's where my drains go, because your drains have to go low so that they can properly drain. I see people had them pent up on stuff, and I'm like, and they go into the doctor. I'm like, y'all doctor didn't tell y'all don't do that. Y'all gotta wait an extra week. I gotta keep these drains in. It's been a month. No. You keep them down low, let gravity pulls, and push that hole in the middle. Push it, squeeze those things. When you dump them, squeeze them. And you know, I wanted to do that for you guys, but I didn't bring my jar to dump my drain. So what I'm gonna do in my next live video when my nurse gets here in the morning. She's really my little daughter. Now, so she gets here, I'm gonna have her drain it, and I'm gonna live it, but y'all can see it. I was reading something popped up on the screen down there, y'all. But yeah, so she's gonna join them for me. But what has been life changing and what life saving these first couple of days was having some support. So I thought I could do it alone, but you cannot. This is something you definitely need help with, at least the first 2 nights. Definitely. And then after that, each person does different. For me, getting up tonight, I was supposed to not be here by myself, but I ended up being here by myself, so it forced me to get up and get something to eat. It forced me to sit up on my own, even though I have a bed that lets up and down, and I can control how I sit. Like now, see how I'm sitting up? Oops, excuse me. We're supposed to stay kind of curved. You see, I elevated my bed so I can lay myself back the way I need to, which I do need to, because this compression thing, between compressions, I want them to stay elevated, so I typically raise my legs up. I had to wait a minute before I did this because, oh God, I had just kind of, my medicine finally starting to kick in and I can move around. I put my bed up. But those that don't, I showed you the wedge that I have. That is absolutely the perfect size wedge for, in fact, it's right there. I can show it to you again. See the wedge? That's my faja paper for my nightgowns. I have them up. That's that little pillow right there. Put your legs up on it if you don't have a bed like I have. That lets you up and down. Lets you up and down. I need my head to come back up a little bit because anyway, I went and ate my food, took my medication, so that'll be and I have not went to the bathroom yet. But I will say, y'all, I have not taken any of this because I can't sit on the toilet right now. No. So I'm hoping I don't get constipated. So I probably plan on to start taking that. I'm going to wait till after I see him. That's my goal. I see him Monday, which would be 1 week from the surgery. So, and then I'll take my Miralax, but I also have the Laxalose. I told you I have prescription Laxalose. And I know as soon as I take a sip of that stuff, I'm going to the bathroom. But you definitely need to use the bathroom because I am so swole. But that's because they put you in a binder, but you need to get put in that faja as soon as possible. So I had my daughter just go ahead and put one on. And then I ordered the one that I got for him, which is this one. I ordered this one. But it is a 2X, y'all. Which he said go down a size in what you usually wear in a girdle. But I just ordered another one because, this thing has no stretch to it. And it's the one that he told me to get, so I got it. And then it's the one, when you know you got a true faja. Excuse me. Hold down there. This is how you know it's a true faja. If it does not have that opening for you to urinate, that's not a faja. It's not a good one. So you want that because you at least want to be able to open up and use the bathroom without taking off, because it is not easy to get into these things. I ordered the one that he said with the zipper on it. However, let me show y'all. Mine is reinforced. That's another reason why you got the good one. With the, see the latches on the inside. So just in case, I want to latch them first and then zip it. But if I cannot latch it, because most of them come with the latches. But if you can't get them latches all the way up, then hey, get you one with a zipper reinforced. These cost a little more money. They're not really terribly expensive. They were like, this one was $79 that he proposed me get. I got the exact one that he said. So, but that 2X, maybe will I get in it? It might be because I'm swole, but I haven't tried to put it on. I have more than one faja. Well, Well, I have a wrap with with the latches, you know, the Velcro latches. And that's the company right there. It's very good. It's a very good one. Is that a word? Is that finished right? It's a very good one. It is a good one. And so I got that one on, and it's not as tight as the Baja would make you, but he did say stage 1 of Baja was not so tight. But stage 1 is 3 weeks that you put that Baja on. That's just, you know, because you're going through all your swelling. And I see what they mean about the swelling, because I was like, I thought my stomach was going to be bone flat. But I've noticed I'm having a lot of gas, so I know they pump a lot of air in you to do the surgery. So I can understand the bloat, and but I can see my mama, so I know he cut off a lot. Yeah. Is there anything else I wanted to say today? Oh, it just feels so good to be uh, to have had this done. Even though the painfulness, once you pop your pain medicine, I'm telling you, get you some pain medicine. Don't let the walk out. Don't you walk out of there without having something for pain, and not just no regular Tylenol. Because that ain't work for me. And I'm just letting you know that I don't think this surgery is so... You're being cut from hip to hip. You're cutting across that main muscle. So that's why they didn't want you to do anything that, you know, put pressure on that core muscle, because they stitch it back up. So you don't know if you bust those, because that's inside. You know, it's inside they stitch those. And you use your core muscles for everything. And you don't realize how much you use your core muscles. To them muscles are cut up. You hear me? I'm talking about every move I make. Even just trying to sit up. You know, laying down, you stretching that core, and it's just a painful experience to be bothered with. So, but that's why I say make sure you have medications. Please have some type of medication. I'm telling you, and most of the doctors, I think, will give you something, just at least for a couple of days, because they know. They know there's nothing that you can do, just naturally know. But because I'm already on pain medications, I know. Yeah, it didn't matter for me, but I'm letting you know. For me, this was the absolute worst surgery I've had, and I've had back surgeries. I've had the gastric bypass a couple of times, and this one, hysterectomies, this one, it made me really say, this is the last one, which I had already said that this was going to be the last time they put a blade to me. And I mean that. So, but also make sure you have those compressions on your leg, because you see how those clots came out of me? If they would have just stayed in me and formed and gotten worse, I might not even be here right now. And my clots came out, that was yesterday, and I was having a time. So, and they're huge. So you see how big those clots are in that thing. That could take you out of here, and you don't want that. You don't. And that's why most people go to a healing house afterwards. But I've had so many surgeries. I know that's no excuse, but that's $1,500 out of your pocket. Your insurance not gonna cover that. And I was like, ain't happening. I can go home. I know enough nurses. And I know enough about having these surgeries to know if I can go home. But if you don't have a support team that's going to be there with you morning and night for at least the first the first week, especially if you never had a surgery, then I suggest you go into one of those facilities, because you're going to need help, and not no little bit of help. You're going to need a lot of help with this thing. Because like I said, that's your core muscles. Hold on a second. Let me take a drink. Slip. medication. And I have to take antibiotics, so I don't want to show you my okay. You're supposed to journal. My doctor makes me journal every time this is my little journal, y'all. Every time I have to dump my drains. And I was supposed to drain them. My daughter drained them at 8:30. I was supposed to be draining them by now, but they're not full. And I cannot get up and go to no bathroom and drain these things. So I guess I'm waiting for somebody to come in the morning. Okay, so yeah, he does a great job of that. And like I said, he puts his phone number and everything on your paperwork. Call him for real, and then he said he puts on the side of his cell. I'm gonna cover up his number. On the bottom of the paperwork, biggest day sale. You see that, y'all? Dr. Parks gives me his sale. Oh, and the aspirins were 81 milligram aspirin each day, 10 days. So that's why I got my little baby aspirins to take that. And that's the only medication that he gave. But I'm telling you, if you got, you let them know. You definitely let them know. Can you give me a little stronger something to take, just for a couple of days? You can ask. You got a good surgeon, he'll do that for you. But for a couple of days, you know what, the opioid crisis going on. They don't like to give you no pain medication at all. For no reason these days. But this is a procedure that you ask. I would definitely ask. Don't go home without nothing. Tell them, hey, I'm paid you a lot of money for this. Write my prescription. It ain't about you. It's about me. And most doctors will. I've dealt with plenty of them. They'll definitely do what you ask them to do. They're not going to ask you to do no more than you ask them to do. If you ain't going to ask them for it, they ain't going to bother with it, you know? So, yeah, we're putting on this extra band over top of the thing. I was supposed to take and clean my incisions today, but and he told me you could take a bath that second day. That's why I told y'all get those adult wipes. But you don't have to rinse yourself and all that. And adult wipes, I use them like I'm getting one out now because my face feels dirty. And you see they have the adult, these are the adult wipes. They come with like 6 little travel ones on the side. The individual, so you don't have to take the big bulky pack with you if you go out somewhere, which I don't see how you're doing something like this shit, right? But anyway, so and watch how much dirt come off these things when they wipe. They are amazing. And I use them all day, every day. And they get dirt. They get the dirt off of you and you don't have to rinse. You see that? I'm not no dirty person. I bathe like every other second. I got OCD. But you see how good those wipes wipe? These wipe. And they wipe every single day. They wipe. They wipe. And get you there. And get you right where you need to be. And see how big they are? I'm gonna wipe my arms since I got enough on there, y'all. But they are thebomb.com. They clean you so thoroughly well. And you don't have to rinse yourself off. There's no sticky residue with them. They are excellent. They are excellent. I'm going to show y'all me cleaning my ears because that's disgusting. You know you're cleaning all day long, but you never know about them ears. All that yellow, that orange looking stuff. I don't play back there. Even though nothing came out good. But anyway, they are very good wipes to use. I feel so refreshed right now. I almost feel like I took a bath. With just that wiping off the top half of my body and cleaning out my stuff. But yeah, that was my experience. I want to show y'all my peel container. I'm getting these papers back off nice and Yeah, he gave me, but that was the good thing about my doctor. Before I left there, y'all, I remember them giving me 2 pills. I don't remember, I'm sorry, them giving me 2 pills. But he said that before I left, he gave me 2 codeine, 2 pills at, so they gave me 2 codeine pills. That's probably why at first damn, they did give me some pain medicine before I left. So, okay. But I ain't getting not to take home, but just, that was what I took there. I didn't know what the pills was I took. I just, hey, give them to me. But this is my pill. This is my pill container. So I'm not going all over the place. Yeah, these are my regular pills that I generally take. So I stocked up my little container. And remember I told you about that wound care pills? I make sure I take those every single day. Last night I was supposed to actually take medicine to 8, but I just took those my pain pills. And I know I'm gonna be asleep. There you go. I know it, you know it, we know it. So I'm getting ready to take my 8 o'clock medicine right now because I'm gonna be sleeping in a minute. Got my antibiotics that he prescribed for me twice a day. So, and that little kit keeps everything right there for you, keeps it nice and handy. That you don't have to be doing all that exit, You can pick out your pills, just especially like now. I'm home by myself. Going through one pill bottle, next pill bottle. I'm not trying to do that. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to take my medication. You can't be on TV doing that, so that's why I'm not showing that. But I can show y'all the pills that I'm ready to take. Yeah. I don't see the pills in the video. Oh, there you go. So those 2 big ones are the wound care. That's my antibiotic, and I'm taking a muscle relaxer because I need it. 2, and 1 my anxiety, and 1 is my regular medication for gathering. So for me, I can take these pills. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Well, y'all, that was basically day 3. As you can see, I feel a lot better. I look a lot better. But like I said, I am doped up right now. So I can't think of anything else. I'm still hurting right now. Belly incision. So I'm really hoping these muscle relaxers take that pain away. But it's definitely a noticeable pain right now, all day. But like I said, you got a cut from one end of your hip to the other end of your hip, and it's through your main core muscles. So have somebody with you at all times. That's, today I could have got up and lightheaded, all kinds of things, but you have to prepare and do for you what you need to do for you. But I'm telling you, have someone there to help you so you're not busting open those internal stitches. Because once they bust, you don't know. And your outside stitches, they bust, you know that, but you know how people's scars stretched open? I showed y'all on video 1 how all of my previous surgical scars, I had a skinny line to them. And I'm hoping that this one gonna be like that too. That wound, that internal healing, those pills are a must. I believe in them wholeheartedly. Well, this has been Saucy with the Sauce. Stirring the sauce, bringing the tea. My connecting to me. Oh, made me not laugh. Jesus. It's done. We in day 3. I'll see you on day 4. Bye.